video. This is now live.
This is live video.
Starting.
So,
I'm James. I'm the guitarist of the band.
Darren, drummer of the band.
Holly, and I'm a dancer.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm a keyboard player and the other dancer.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I'm the vocalist in the band.
And they're both going to be singers.
And they're both backing vocals as well.
backing vocals as well.
They're just
We have Paul, the bass player, who's missing at the moment.
Right, Jamie, if you want to give us a quick background detail on the band itself. Littlecrazy, forgot to mention that.
Oh yes, sorry.
Yeah, we are a little crazy.
What are we?
So yeah, our band's Littlecrazy. It's been a plan of mine for many years of even creating a band. I went to school with Daz many years ago, for like 15 years, and we hadn't seen each other for years. And it's always been a strange plan of mine of getting back in touch with the Mad Sod and starting a band up. Obviously work, and obviously life going kind of the way, and then the year is let's do it, make it happen really. Been writing for songs for many years. I said let's put them together, and then basically we've got into touch with Daz, showed him material, we decided let's create the band, and it then really happened. And we added some silly names beforehand. I'll come up with.
That's not good start.
And I think we've come up with Littlecrazy. It's kind of I think it kind of sets us up because we actually are all a little bit mad, yeah. And hopefully, kind of what we're trying to do is create a band that hopefully the music's good, but especially when we're live, yeah, that it's going to be a fun experience for people to enjoy and hopefully come back for more, yeah. So we get big arenas, really.
Yeah.
And you've been going for less than a year, and you've achieved quite a few goals so far. And as far as like performing places, like you said, West Street Live was one.
Yep, that's where we started
you
from.
headlined the Plug after second gig, didn't you?
Yeah.
And so, how do you plan on moving forward from that?
Basically, we created a silly tick list of what we really wanted to achieve. And the nice part is a lot of people kept on saying to us it's going to take 2 years to get where we really wanted to be. And the nice part was trying to say, right, how are we going to prove them wrong? And the main part was we really want to get this arena, yeah, was one of the first kind of the tick lists on there. So the first main part is how could we actually get to the O2, yeah? The next one would be how could we even headline that? And actually that's a little bit ahead of schedule for where we are at the moment anyway. And the next part is to basically support signed bands and then just go up the ladder, so then hopefully that we can actually this year definitely play at the big arenas. But obviously we'd like to say we're going to be hosting them, but realistically, I think being realistic, I think we could easily support some of the mainstream acts.
Because you're supporting Tracer.
Yeah, so that's so Tracer's the one that first happened. Just before with Jules kind of helped set up a promoter, and we're supporting them in April. And they were Oz band, and they were signed Oz band, and they're breaking through. I think they came number 3 on Planet Rock, New Rock Band last year. So. And we've got the support slot, which we're quite eager for. We've got 5 dates, which we've done, and hopefully from then we can then go up a little bit of the ladder and even get for some more of the more recognised acts as well.
Nice. What about actually putting together an EP or something like that? Is that in the pipeline?
It's in the pipeline to actually get something recorded in the studio, but as of yet, we've got that much going on with the tours and stuff. It's getting it in, if you know what I mean. But we're hoping to try and get it in a few months.
The other silly logic was really is. But hopefully we put on such a showcase for people, then we can actually show labels of really what we to invest in it. And instead of seeing so many, even with the Arctics, they did a great album in Sheffield, but it was re-recorded again. Yeah. So the idea, why just do it properly once? Yeah. So if we actually can do a good enough live performance or create a nice product, then hopefully we can see a studio say, let's just do it properly. That's kind of the idea, and then we even in some ways save the investment and time and hopefully get there quicker. So our whole plan is hopefully we've got like a 2-year plan to get to quite a stage. If we don't get, for the next 2 months, if we don't get like label interest of it, then we're going to then have to do it ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to have to go into the studio and get something down, which we want to do anyway because it's, you know, we need a proper quality. But we're hoping to gain a lot from this gig, you know, with the live footage that we're going to get from this gig. Yeah. Which you know, should be pretty good.
In terms of your live performance, a rock band with
very different.
2 dancers.
Very different.
Very different. Whose idea was that?
Well, at first it was a joke as podium strip dancers.
I already got you.
Still working on that.
No, we can't really do that, Jamie. But anyway, it was the idea of, you know, where we got to with the 2 dancers, you know. And it's
just
working.
to be something different.
It's working. It's different. It's never been done before. And we're hoping it's going to take us to that level as well. Do you know what I mean?
And a bit more exciting.
So hopefully people will like it, you know, want more.
I don't think you'll have a problem with that.
Yeah, I think they'll stay for that. Yeah. Great.
And it's actually the type of music that you can dance to as well, so it makes it easy.
Yeah, we're not exactly hard. It's in between of what kind of music's really, isn't it?
So it actually goes really well together, doesn't it?
Yeah, when we first started, the whole idea was we're quite a rock band, a proper rock band, and sadly it's getting softer and softer a little bit, and going
a little bit
that's
mainstream.
The way.
Yeah, but being honest,
mainstream way is not to be too heavy, to be different, and that's what we're trying to achieve, really.
And you opted for a female singer in the...
Yeah, I'll go along with it.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's not, like I said, there's not many rock bands out there. They've got a really good, strong female singer these days, and she does rock it big time.
I'll try.
Who actually writes and material itself?
It's mainly Jamie, actually.
Yeah, so I write the music or trying to control the voices in my head, and then we.
Well, that's it. She's not filmed you.
And then the idea for realistic, but the idea of realistically, then from there we then have a nice argument when we write the stuff, and for Sophia, which is the first argument. Then it goes to the band.
So really it's
then after that, then after a week of arguing, it then actually becomes quite a good track. Yeah.
So I give him all his inspiration.
He writes the most of it, and then obviously, you know, me and Paul put our bits to it and, you know, change the structures of it and stuff like that to try and get where we
work together, don't we, to make it.
He starts as something and ends up as something better.
And is it just your influence that's actually in it, or
no? It's all of it really.
Because I mean, you do have different sort of like perspectives on music, don't you?
That's kind of like the mad idea for the band. For Daz's background, it's like into kind of was especially heavy metal, and especially his previous bands were
Metallica and Pantera.
Yeah, probably fresh music really. Paul, then we call Shades. He's kind of got more of a softer background in some, but again, all of us like a whole mixture of music, but he had a softer background of most probably from indie folk music or stuff that's unplugged. As far as more kind of the poppy, a little bit of the pop, but then still pops with the Foo Fighters sound. And I'm sadly like my 80s rock person that's kind of the one bands that cringe, but I really like, your mainstream, Bon Jovi, AC/DC, them type of bands, and I think the idea of our influences kind of every band says it's a new sound, but I really do think we actually, with all our influences together, does make it as a new sound.
Hopefully something different.
From what we heard so far, I mean, it is actually a good, hard sound you got going, which actually, I liked it.
Yay!
That's what I want.
This fun.
We're not paying you.
Do you want a hat? We've got one.
Yeah, we've got more merchandise.
Actually, I was getting around to merchandise. You seem to have actually you marketed yourself really well for a brand new band, really. I mean, how was that all part of the
The idea is we want to kind of really said we wanted to create a product, a brand, and that's again when the name Littlecrazy. I think it's hopefully a name that people will remember, but also could be a product. So people will be quite happy to have it as a brand in the t-shirts, or to go as a even from a business in its own right, it could be a product. I think the name could be, and that's if we got the whole package. So we're quite critical. So even from today's gig, when we record it, we're going to go through and say what did we do wrong, where did we screw up, where can we make it better, and hopefully we're doing that from everything, even from the website. We're saying okay, we've got improvements, we've got a plan, and also that's roughly the product. So and obviously you got the main but U2 made more money from its merchandise than actually touring. So once you have that one, if you've got the products right, then hopefully...
But I think we won't be happy until we've got our own action figures. I think you know you've made it when you've got your own action figures.
We're actually doing well with it.
We've got a good market there.
Wristbands.
Yes, we have to.
We ain't even got them in stock yet.
So, yeah. So,
Yeah.
we've got wristbands on all the various. Sadly, they were meant to be here today for the wristbands, but they're actually selling really well, wristbands. But yeah, we just need them.
In terms of, you mentioned earlier you had lists of like, list number 3 included films.
Yes.
Do you have actually any genre you're looking at, or?
Basically, I'd like to even have either a soundtrack, or basically even if we could actually just write for. I know this is really sad from saying this, but
Don't say what I think.
Let it out.
Don't say True Blood.
You can edit it out.
no, but sadly as good as that, really. Yeah, the idea, even though I'm not Star Wars, but even though I'm Svi's a major Twilight fan, and but the soundtrack sadly is pretty good, yeah. And it'd be nice if we could even have one of them films, if we could have a tune or get onto that. And the idea is some of the other stuff that we've written, which we haven't even released yet, we do think it could be for a film. So it's maybe not for like gig at the moment, but we've got hopefully some ones in the pipeline that we think that could work. This pod is doing that before we hopefully get to the next level.
The 2 dancers here, do you have anything to add to this?
We have Ollie.
You're not a dancer!
Yeah, she's also dances in various places, don't we?
Yeah.
Can you see Holly?
Yeah, I'm pretty new to this. Basically my background's like hip hop and breakdancing, but I've choreographed most of it. I'm just trying to go to this genre of music, but it's quite exciting. Just trying to do a new
You've been
genre.
listening to it all now as well.
Yeah, I've been listening to it in my car, trying to get used to it.
We tried to talk because you do backflips and stuff, so we wanted to see if to do a backflip.
We've not got to doing that yet.
Yeah.
We need a special routine for
You
that.
might need a bigger stage up there.
Yeah, I'm quite small though. Might be able to do it.
To get us kind of some standard press, or we spoke to NME, and that was virtually
That was hilarious.
Impossible. Yeah, with the word we learned not to say is the word hype. Yeah, I said I want to try and get hype on the band, and they said if you say the word again, then the phone call ends. Yeah. Yeah, so,
what did you say? You said,
hi.
why can't I say hi?
So why can't I say hi? They hanged up. So
She wasn't
then they
very
actually
friendly,
asked,
was
"Are you
she?
unsigned?" Yes. Why are you speaking to me? Was the next one. So it's like because we're trying to get hype. You said it again.